talk some more football, and last week the Eagles picked up a huge division win against the New York Giants. I'm very excited to see the Eagles playing well in their division. They've got another game against Tampa Bay this week that I think is a winnable game. Deshaun Jackson's already calling out Darrelle Revis, which is, I mean, it can't be a bad thing because Darrelle Revis is Darrelle Revis, and if that's what Deshaun Jackson needs to hype himself up, then by all means. Now, as far as fantasy is concerned, I picked up another win, making my team 4-1 and locking safely in second place, as I'm sitting behind 5-0 Cristian. I had an awful performance from Tom Brady. Patrick Willis didn't even play. I did squeak out a win somehow. I don't know how I won, but I will take the win. After the win was locked up, I found out that I lost my tight end, Owen Daniels, to a broken leg. So fishing around trying to find a new tight end, and I picked up some new receivers also. So I'm looking at making some changes to my roster, which is probably a bad thing because what I have is working for me. But I guess I won't know until I screw up my lineup.
Ladies and gentlemen, football undefeated. Football 2-3, 5-0. We beat the Tennessee Titans, and up next we get the crippled Oakland Raiders. We're gonna brag just a little bit. Chiefs are doing it the Andy Reid way. Jamal Charles is healthy. He's got some blisters on his foot. But, I mean, if that's your biggest injury concern is blisters, really kind of sick right now to be among the only 3 teams that are undefeated left: Broncos, Saints, Chiefs. Talking a little bit about the Denver Broncos, I've been reading some articles saying that the best chance to stop the Broncos from going undefeated this year right now is the Kansas City Chiefs. The closer we get to that, the more I find that to be a realistic possibility. Peyton Manning, when you rush him, that's when he starts to slip. That's why the Broncos went out and got Wes Welker. And being that I try to root for players that played for Texas Tech when they make it to the NFL, it's kind of an odd thing having to root for the Broncos for Wes Welker's sake. A direct rivalry. What we gonna do? I don't know. Christian's undefeated too. What the heck? And Alex, your only loss was to Cristian, so combined between the two of you, you're 9-1. It's funny, usually it's the other way around. The disappointment is happening on my teams, and then my fantasy football is the beacon of hope to make everything better.
Hey sports fans, it's me, Cassidy Quinn, and welcome to another episode of Cassidy Cries. Gridlocked. This week I'm crying about both of the sporty things going on in my life: fantasy football and real football, aka the NFL, aka my Seahawks. They both lost, and it's really sad. But there's no hope at all for my fantasy team, so let's just focus on the Seahawks. So last week the Seahawks lost to the Indianapolis Colts, and if you heard me on the show last week, you heard me doing a little bit of bragging, maybe, just a tad. Because the Seahawks were 4-0 at the beginning of the season for the first time in franchise history, and it was awesome, but now it's over. Now this game against the Colts was extremely depressing, because early in the game, the Seahawks were actually winning 12-0. How do you lose that winning streak? They played pretty well and controlled most of the entire game until the fourth quarter when they were outscored 11-0. And that's what lost the game for them, obviously. They lost 34-28. Which means that the Seahawks in the last 2 games combined have given up 54 points total. That is way too many points, guys. Come on, can we change that, please? So this week it is time for the Seahawks to start a new winning streak where the last one left off. The Seahawks are facing off against the Tennessee Titans, and the game is actually not at 10 o'clock in the morning Seattle time for once, so that should work in our favor. If they win, this is the Seahawks' 11th consecutive home victory. Their current 10-game winning streak at home is actually the longest home regular season winning streak in the whole league right now.
Alright, so football at its basically most entertaining point of all time. The Denver Broncos did an amazing job at coming back, and Peyton Manning did an amazing job at being Peyton Manning. And for reasons like that is why I ended up winning fantasy football for the 5th time in a row. So I am 5-0. That luck is gonna wear out sooner or later. I have a feeling. In other news, the Raiders win was drowned out by the Dodgers winning 4-0. So no one really cared about the Raiders. So the Denver Broncos winning 5-0 already in the beginning of the season. And a season that lasts about 14 games, I believe. It's already automatic how amazing the team already looks, and to see them that good, well, I don't see them, but to hear about them that good is a good thing for the city of Denver, because if they keep up this consistency throughout the playoffs, you're looking at a good team. In actual news, the Redskins might not be a Redskin anymore. That is still left for very much debate. And one of the most talked about games from the whole entire weekend was the Falcons and Jets game, with the Jets practically coming out with a miracle win. We were actually following this game during class, and the teacher kept on updating the score line because he's in his fantasy football too. And we saw live action score updates of how the Jets practically stole the game from the Falcons. So go Jets, because you let go of Tim Tebow.
Till next time, yo, I'm MG Phenom. This is Gridlocked on Sports Room. Take care.
Well, I think that's all I have to say about football this week. I will see you guys next time, and hopefully I won't be crying anymore. Go Seahawks.
So that's it for me this week, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye.
I hope your teams did well this weekend, and good luck to you this next weekend. Till next time, this has been Gridlocked, and we'll see you.
And if you've just joined us, it's only in the development stage at the moment.